Hi, this is Adam Ginsberg, and welcome to episode 2 of the BOLO search. Our purpose of this video series is to see if we can teach you, while doing it live together with you, how to turn $1,000 in investment in inventory into $100,000 in sales and ultimately profit in selling on Amazon. Now, as always, I have a few disclaimers that I've got to share right from the very beginning. Number one, these are not income claims or promises. Your results will vary based on your effort. Number two, the people that are participating in this challenge have invested in the Internet Mastery community and have access to the technology that you will see in this video. Now, if you are not an Internet Mastery community member, there's a link in the description where you can learn more about how you can participate. More importantly, though, regardless of your status, regardless of whether you're in Internet Mastery or not, and regardless of whether or not you have the tools, there's still a tremendous amount of information and instruction that you'll be able to glean from this video series. I'm very excited to share, by the way, and for the purposes of documenting, that right now, at this time, our Internet Mastery community is at $149 million in sales on Amazon. And you can see from this live leaderboard exactly what's happening. You can see that the real number, actually at the time of this recording, is $149,212,501.93. You can also see that there's a live component to this leaderboard, and that as sales are coming in real time, they will populate in this section. This live element changes every time you reload the page. Now, what's really exciting is that anyone and everyone can watch this leaderboard in action. These are real people who are getting real results by participating in our Internet Mastery community. And at $149,212,501.93 at the time of this recording, when you take a look and click on that link, you'll be able to see how much has changed since we made this video. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to look at a couple of different BOLO deals that are in my account this week. Remember that in this process, we're starting with the BOLO deals. I'm just trying to see how much money can we really make by utilizing the deals that are pushed into an Internet Mastery account every single week. Remember that every Monday, new deals are pushed into the account. Ultimately, the long-term plan is for you to be able to source your own inventory, whether it's from a retailer, whether it's from a wholesaler, whether you're creating your own brand. But for someone who's just starting out, to be able to have access to vetted opportunities, to be able to have access to automation, and to be able to have access to the prep center is something that is turnkey and has massive potential. So let's take a quick peek at a couple of the deals that are in the account this week. You can see, by the way, that the leaderboard, since I went away and have come back, has now gone up to $149,213,002. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the leaderboard, but just recognize that this continues to go up by the minute. So I'm here now in the BOLO deals section of my Internet Mastery community. And what I can see here is that there are deals this week from Big Lots, from Macy's, from Albertsons, more Macy's, more Albertsons, from Best Buy, and from Bed Bath & Beyond, and a little bit more. Best Buy and Macy's and Target and Big Lots. So there's a lot of deals to choose from. And I want to start with this first deal here. This is a Coffee Mate Peppermint Mocha Liquid Coffee Creamer. And there's a lot going on with this deal that I want to talk with you about because I think it's a really good learning opportunity and experience for us. Just as a reminder, BOLO deals are learning experiences for our Internet Mastery community. We never make any claims or promises as to how much money can be made from the BOLO deals. But if we understand that some of the deals are going to be fantastic, and some of the deals are not going to be good at all, and other deals are going to need to be reverse engineered, then we really start to see the power of what this opportunity really is all about. So as we're looking at this first example, the coffee creamer from Albertsons, I just want to touch base with you on something called a bundle. A bundle is where you buy things individually and then you put them together as a set. Now, bundles have tremendous financial upside potential. Most people aren't aware of bundles, and a lot of people that are aware of bundles just simply don't want to do the work necessary to make those bundles happen. Now, when you're utilizing the prep center, if you send your items in individually, the prep center will actually bundle them for you. So all the materials, the bubble wrap, the poly bags, the stickers, all that is necessary to create that bundle, plus the time and effort necessary to do that, is all part of what the prep center provides. But that's not really my main point here. What I want you to understand is that when we look at this BOLO deal, what we can see is that the deal from Albertsons is for a 1-pack, but the deal that's on Amazon is for a 2-pack. So let's just do a deeper dive into this and see what we find. So what I can see here is that I can click the Albertsons link directly from my BOLO deals, and it will take me to the Albertsons website where I can either have it shipped or I can have it picked up. And you can see here that the price per unit is $4.39. When we take a look at the Amazon listing, and I'll click on that link here, when I take a look at that listing, we can see that this is a 2-pack that is selling for $27.99. We can also see that there is only one seller of this listing. Only one seller. We can see that there's 148 reviews. And when we click on the Spy Rivals X plugin, we can see that 4.25 units are selling every day on Amazon. That's approximately 30 units a month. We can also see that the system has calculated that we can sell 9.75 units a month, or 10 units a month. Now, our buy price is going to be $4.39. So that's $4.40 is $8.78 for 2 units. And we can sell that for $27.99. And if we click on Calculate Profit, we can see that our profit comes in just about 75%. Now, that's a really good profit, 75%, and we can sell 10 units a month. There's only one seller. So on the surface, this looks like it's going to be a home run. The challenge is, if you list this item on this listing, you're going to get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. So what this particular seller has done, they've done something very interesting here, and it's actually an advanced strategy, is they have created a unique listing. It doesn't look that way, but they have created a unique listing. And what they've done is they've created a bundle of 2, but they've added in something that is their own brand, which is a recipe card. And what you have to be aware of is that if you're going to list on this ASIN, you can't just deliver the 2 creamers. You must deliver the 2 creamers and the recipe card. The challenge is that the recipe card is their recipe with their brand. And that means that they are the only ones on Amazon who can sell this item. Now, most new people would not know that, and this would be something that potentially could get you in a lot of trouble. Now, I'm not saying that people who buy the creamer are buying it for the recipe card, but at the end of the day, when you are doing retail arbitrage, everything that shows in the listing has to be included in your package. And in this case, there's no way for you to deliver it. So obviously, this is a very high-end strategy. One of the things that I did all the way back in 2014 when I was creating bundles on Amazon, way back in the day, is I would take common branded electronics, and I would add to it something that would be my own. We also did the same thing with yoga mats. We created a yoga towel. We put our brand on the yoga towel. We bundled the yoga towel with a brand name that we bought wholesale, a brand name yoga mat. Now, anybody could buy that yoga mat from that wholesaler, but we were the only sellers that could sell that yoga mat on that listing with that towel, because that towel had our brand name on it. So I love this strategy. Again, it's not a new strategy. We started doing it in 2014, but it's something you'd have to be conscious of and aware of in order to realize that it was something that you couldn't do. Sometimes the most valuable lessons are not the things that you can do, but the things that you shouldn't do that you never would have been aware of in the first place. And just to come full circle, take a look at the title of this listing. Coffee Creamer Bundle includes 2 bottles of Coffee Mate Peppermint Mocha Coffee Creamer and 1 authentic Cure Car recipe card. I'll say that again, 1 authentic Cure Core recipe card. And it is that element to this listing that prevents you from being able to list it. Now, just to touch on one more aspect of this potential opportunity that is not a real opportunity, is let's go ahead and take a look on Amazon and do a reverse search and see maybe if there is a listing of just the 2 creamers by themselves without the recipe card. You should note that it is the recipe card that makes the listing unique and makes it exclusive and is what allows the price to be so much more than just the 2 coffee creamers. It is that added value that is what people are paying for. But let's take a look on Amazon and see what else we can find. So I'm just going to copy the Coffee Mate Peppermint Mocha Coffee Creamer. I'll copy those words and I'll head over to Amazon and paste it in. And what you'll see is very fascinating. What you'll see is that almost every one of these listings has some kind of added value. Now, this one is the one we looked at, but this one, which is the same listing, has something else in it. And whether it's a 1-pack or a 3-pack or a 2-pack, every one of these listings has some type of added value to it. So, and they do it on all different types of coffee creamers. Now, obviously, the purpose of the BOLO deal is to find an item that is profitable. But I love this example because there is so much to learn and understand about the power of the BOLO deals that it goes beyond just looking in your account. You have to know what you're doing. So in this process, you'll get better over time. We're only in episode number 2. We're providing some pretty in-depth training and understanding of what's happening. Sometimes just the knowing of the thing is more important than any other aspect of it. So over time, you'll start to have this deep understanding that I'm covering in this video series. So let's go ahead and look at this Tylenol versus Tylenol, Big Lots versus Amazon, and see what we can unpack. All right, so I'm back on the BOLO Deals page, and we're about to analyze the Amazon opportunity versus the Big Lots opportunity for the children's Tylenol. And the first thing that I notice when I compare the two is that the Tylenol at Big Lots is a 4-ounce, and the Tylenol at Amazon is an 8-ounce. So right at face value, right on the surface, there is no comparison. When you're selling an item, it must be the identical item. So in this case, most people would look at that and say, okay, that's a bad deal. The BOLO deal doesn't match. But as I mentioned earlier, some of the BOLO deals are going to be low-hanging fruit. They're going to be all set, easy, and ready to go. You just push the button, you buy it, you send it to the prep center, and then you repeat the process. Other BOLO deals, you're going to have to reverse engineer. Now, I think most people, when they see that the item from Big Lots is a 4-ounce and the item from Amazon is an 8-ounce. Well, right on the surface, it's clearly not a good deal. I mentioned to you earlier that some deals are low-hanging fruit. They just look good, they are good, and they work. and other deals require a little bit more thought and a little bit more effort. And what you're going to see here is the perfect example of how two people can go in two different directions when they are shown the same opportunity. And this is just simply not knowing what we don't know. It isn't that it is a good deal or a bad deal. It's that we don't necessarily know what to do with the information. So let's do a deeper dive into this particular opportunity and see what we can find. And so from this BOLO deal opportunity, I'm going to click on SPY Rivals Lookup. And the pop-up is going to come up. It's going to give me all the data in SPY Rivals. It's going to give me the ability to list the item to see that it isn't gated. I'll be able to take a look at the historical data to see what's going on with this specific item on Amazon, whether it's selling or not, how long it's been selling. We can see here that 3.4 are selling every day. We can also see that our estimated monthly buys are 8. But the problem is that this item is simply not the same item that is at Big Lots and on Amazon. So what we want to do before we write off this deal is we want to do a reverse lookup. Every item that's listed on Amazon has a UPC code. It's a requirement for that item to be listed on Amazon in the first place. Well, SPY Rivals gets that data. So Amazon doesn't provide UPC codes. Amazon uses an ASIN system, the ASIN. That's how Amazon catalogs all of their items. But they still track the UPC code. So within SPY Rivals, we're able to actually show you the UPC of the item that's listed on Amazon. And then we can do a reverse lookup to see where else on the internet this item might be available for sale. And that is how we can find the exact match of the item. Because if websites like Walgreens or CVS have the same item based on the same UPC code, we know that this is an item that is an exact match. Let's take a look at the reverse lookup and see what we find. So I'm on the SPY Rivals lookup page, and we can see that we now have access to the UPC of that item. Well, that UPC is tied in with Google Shopping. So when I click that UPC, it'll take me to other vendors on the internet that sell this specific product. Now let's take a look on Amazon just for a moment, and let's see what the item is actually selling for. So when I head over to Amazon and I see all the other buying options, we can see that it's $27.40, and the item is not fulfilled by Amazon, $27.40. So if we're going to sell this item, it's listed for $27.40 fulfilled by merchant. We're going to want to list this item for $28.99 fulfilled by Amazon. So the first thing we want to understand is what we can actually sell it for, $28.99. And if we bought it for $15.49 and sold it for $28.99, we'd probably make some profit. We could actually put those numbers into the SPY Rivals calculator to determine what our profitability is going to be. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to click on this SPY Rivals lookup page. It'll take me to the real-time calculator. Here we can buy the item for $15.49. We could sell the item for $28.99. And we can make in profit 23%. So for every one of these items we sell, we're going to make $3.59. We can sell 8 of these in a month. So we would buy 8 to generate $3.59 in profit per unit, 23% monthly return on our investment. And we could simply click the List on Amazon button, select our account, and click List on Amazon. And right there, the item has been listed. So we don't need to go to Amazon to list our item. That part of the process has just been completed. So if I was going to buy this item directly from CVS, I would just click on the CVS link on the Google results shopping page. Let's go ahead and do that and see what the overall price is going to be for this item. $15.49 is what it shows on Google Shopping, but let's see what's happening on CVS. Now, when we end up on the CVS page, don't get too excited where you see $8.29, buy one, get 40% off, because the one that we're buying is the 8 ounce. So you can see here that the final price is, in fact, $15.49. Now, if we scroll down just a little bit further, we can see here that we can save even more with this deal. When we purchase any one of these items, we save $1.50. So in effect, our actual price, if we clip this coupon and we sign in and we follow the process, we can actually get this for $13.99. But wait, there's more. What about the opportunity to get some cash back from a site like Rakuten? Now, not every retailer is going to have a good discount or cash back on Rakuten at the time we are doing our product sourcing. But let's just take a quick peek. It's always worth taking a look at Rakuten to see whether or not there's an opportunity. Just so you know how Rakuten works, if the deal is good, you click on the link at Rakuten, it takes you directly to the website, and then from there, you buy it and you get that cash back right into your account. It doesn't cost anything to sign up. Maybe in a future episode, we can get into Rakuten a little bit in more detail. But for right now, I just want you to understand what our overall cost is going to be so that we know exactly how much profit we're actually going to make. So I'm going to head over to Rakuten. And from here, I'm going to, you can see I got $50 in my account waiting to come my way. I'm going to head over here to CVS. So then what we'll do is we'll click on the cvs.com button from the Rakuten website. It will redirect us directly to CVS, and the CVS has been activated. So what that means is we can now get 5% cash back on our purchase at CVS from Rakuten. So without getting too confusing, let me see if we can figure out what we've just done. We looked at a BOLO deal. That BOLO deal was a mismatch. It was an opportunity that for most people would have been a bad deal. Instead, we did the reverse UPC lookup to see if we could find the actual match to what was being sold on Amazon. It gave us a match at CVS. That matched price was $15.49 when selling it for $28.99 would have generated for us a 20+% ROI, knowing we could sell 8 units in the first month. Then from there, we clipped the coupon on CVS that gave us $1 off. That brought us down to $13.99. Now, if we take another 5% off of that, that's going to be another 70 cents off the total, bringing it down to $13.29. Now, before we go any further, I just want to calculate what our real profit is actually going to be if we bought it for $13.29 and we sold it for $28.99. Let's take a look at that now. So on the Spy Rivals calculator, what I'm going to do is change our buy price from $15.49 to $13.29, and then click on Calculate Profit. And what's happened here is that our profit has changed from 23% to 44% ROI. That's a $5.79 profit on 7.8 units. And I want you to remember this quote: the amount of money that you make is not based on what you sell something for, it's based on what you pay for it. So every dollar that we save, it goes into our ultimate profit. What I love about an item like this is that it is consumable and it's something that we can sell over and over and over again. CVS will always have deals and specials on items like this. So if we have the ability to reverse engineer a BOLO deal. Remember, for most people who look at a deal like the one that we looked at, they would have just said, nope, that's a mismatch. Let's go the other way. There are so many opportunities that these BOLO deals provide that go above and beyond what's just on the surface. Now, since we are talking about seeing things that are outside of the box, let's just keep going. I hope you've learned a few things so far. I hope you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. There's so much information and so much exciting knowledge that can be learned. This opportunity of having your own e-commerce Amazon business is unprecedented when it comes to your ability to make money from anywhere in the world. You realize, I hope, that you could be on your BOLO deals from Tahiti, from Jamaica, from Hawaii, from Canada, heck, from the North Pole. You could be anywhere in the world as long as you have access to the internet looking at these deals. You could be sitting at the pool in the Caribbean and a beach in who knows where. You could literally be anywhere in the world looking at the deals, reverse engineering them, figuring out what's good and what's not. Buy your inventory, send it to the prep center. They will receive it. They will sticker it for you. They will prep it. They will send it off to Amazon, and you just repeat the process. So let's keep going. I mean, here's what we realize. We realize that if we were to find the BOLO deal, perhaps we could reverse engineer it, right? But what I realized, something happened for me, a little light bulb went off. When we found the deal at CVS, the first thing that we came to was the 4-ounce. Well, we're looking for the 8-ounce, so we changed the drop-down menu. It was $15.49 before we reverse engineered the pricing. But there was a 4-ounce pack on sale on CVS. I don't know if you noticed that or not. Well, what if we then take that item? Now, this isn't a BOLO deal, but what if we took that item and took a look to see if it was on Amazon? So we reverse engineered the BOLO deal. Now we're going to reverse engineer the CVS deal and bring it over to Amazon. This is pretty awesome. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's check it out and see if there's any further opportunity here. So once again, I'm on the Spy Rivals lookup page. I'm going to click on the UPC. It's going to take me to the CVS page. But when I click on the CVS page, you'll notice that my first option here is the 4-ounce for $8.29. But if I buy one, I get the second one for 40% off. Now, I'm not sure whether the same $1.50 applies, so I'm not going to worry about that $1.50 at this point. But 40% off, $8.29, and while you can't see it, I'm going to pull out my handy-dandy calculator here on my phone, and that means we're going to get the second one for 60% of the total. So $8.29 times 0.6 is $4.97. If we add that to $8.29, we get a total of $13.26. Well, $13.26 divided by 2 means that our net effect is $6.63 for each one of these that we buy. So if we buy 2, we get 40% off. So they're not $8.49, they're $6.62. Plus, remember, we're going to get 5% off on Rakuten. So we're going to get each one of these 4-ounce items for $6.32 each. You might have to go back and watch this video 2 or 3 times to really grasp everything that I'm sharing with you here. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the title of the item from the CVS page. I'm going to copy it and head over to Amazon. In other words, I'm going to do traditional retail arbitrage. But the whole concept of all of this came from a mismatched BOLO deal. So let's take a look on Amazon and see what we find. All right, so I'm now back here on the CVS page. I'm going to copy the title from CVS, and I'm going to paste it on the Amazon page to do a reverse lookup and see what we see. So we'll scroll down, and the first thing that we'll see is that it is on Amazon for $8.29. If we click through, we can see that it is temporarily out of stock. However, it is sold by Amazon. And while other sellers might be selling it for $15.95, I might want to stay away from something that Amazon is already selling. So let's take another quick peek and see if there's any other listings that stand out with this particular item. So actually, in looking at the exact match of the item, the one that we see at CVS is the one that is dye-free. And if we take a look on Amazon, the one that is dye-free is actually $11.99. We can see here that if we click through to Spy Rivals, we could sell 9 of these a month. But if we bought this for $6.32 after the discount and sold it for $11.99, calculate the profit, we can see in real time this is a loss of 14%. So I'm going to keep going and just take a quick peek here to see if there's anything else that jumps out. And if we take a look, actually, this is a totally different item, but because this is a grape flavor. But if we take a look at this one, on the grape flavor, we can see here that the grape flavor, if we did a fulfillment by Amazon, let's see if they have any of those as options. They do not. Would be somewhere around $16.99. I think $17.99 for a single unit. So if we were to 3.5 a month. So if we were to buy these for $6.32 each and sold them for $17.99, our profit on this unit would be 70%. We could sell 3.5 of these a month. Now you say, well, but the problem is this is cherry. Where's the grape? Well, let's go a little bit further here in CVS. Let's take a look at the item and see what our options are. So if we take a look here on the CVS page, we can see that there is a grape version right here. And the grape version is $8.29. Buy one, get one 40% off. It is exactly the same price. So the grape also comes in bubblegum strawberry, and there's the cherry. And if we go back to our Amazon page, we can see that this is the exact same item. So the reality is that if we click on the Spy Rivals X button here, we can now buy it for $6.32, sell it for $17.99. We make $4.44 on this particular item, and we can sell 4 of these every month. Now we're going to sell 9 of the cherry, and we're going to sell 4 of these grape. Well, let's continue. Remember, the cherry is in the 8 ounce, and the grape is in the 4 ounce. Now let's take a look at one other element to this whole process, and that's this listing right here. This listing is for a 2-pack for $30.97. And what we can see here is that there are 12 sellers. And if we filter by prime, we can see that the lowest prime price is $31, but the second lowest prime price is $35. And then it goes up to $39, $39, $39. So it's very possible that this is a $39 product. If I click on Spy Rivals X, we can sell 23 of these a month. So if I was to buy a 2-pack, which would be $6.32 each, so that's $12.64, and sold it for $34.99, that's right in the middle of our FBA sellers, we make 91% profit. That's $11.54. So that's 23.75 or 24 units at $11.54 in profit per unit. Okay. All right. I'm a little out of breath here. Okay. We need to do a recap. This has been an out of control session. This episode number 2 might go down in history as the best episode yet. Wait a minute. It's only the second one. Okay. Listen, we looked at our BOLO deal, the first deal we looked at, and we learned that it wasn't going to be good because though that particular seller, that was for the coffee creamer, if you remember, way back at the beginning of the video, had added something to it to make it unique on a unique listing. And we learned why that was a pretty cool advanced thing to do. Then we looked at our BOLO deal for our cough syrup, our cherry cough syrup. And we realized that the 8-ounce deal was a mismatch to the 4-ounce deal. And so what would most people do? They would say, oh, that's a bad deal. Instead, we used the UPC reverse lookup in Spy Rivals, and we found that the 8 ounce, in fact, was a direct match if we bought it at CVS. And then what we learned is we could get a $1.50 off coupon off the original price. Remember, the original price was $15.49. We took a $1.50 off of that. We brought it down to $13.99. From there, we went over to Rakuten and we got a 5% cash back on anything that we buy at CVS. So it brought the price down to $13.29. The net result is we could sell about 9 of those a month at approximately $5 profit, or about $45 in profit for the month for that one deal. That's a pretty exciting opportunity. And then what did we do? We did a reverse lookup even further of the 4 ounce size. And we found that the 4 ounce size in cherry wasn't a particularly good deal. In fact, it was a loss. It was selling, but we couldn't get it at a good enough price in order for it to make sense. Now, if you'll recall, the 4 ounce was on sale. Buy one, get the second one for 40% off. So that brought the price from $8.49 down to $6.62. 5% cash back brings us down to $6.32. But even at the $6.32, selling it for $11.99 wasn't profitable. And again, you go back, watch this video, you'll see all these numbers. They'll make sense the second and third and fourth time you watch it. And then what did we do? We changed the lookup from the cherry to the grape. And when we did the 4 ounce on the grape, we could sell 9 of those a month and we can make another $45. And that's a great profit on that particular unit. Then the last thing that we found was the bundle. Remember, when you send the items into the prep center, there's no extra charge for the bundling service. Well, on the 2-pack on the bundle, that cost us $12.60, selling that for over $30. I think we said $34.99. And that yielded $11 profit per unit at 24 units a month. That's $265. So $265 plus $45 plus $45 is $355 in profit for the month from purchasing the items from a BOLO deal that was a mismatch. This is why there's so much to learn. This is why this opportunity is so exciting. And this is why we're going to show people step by step by step how to turn $1,000 into $100,000 by using the right tools, by using the right systems, and by using the right strategies. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I need to go and buy myself some Tylenol. I need to get it sent off to the prep center, and I'll see you in episode 3.